What's up everybody, I'm Goku and I'm bringing you the next part of what a Goku and Vegeta had Albion and Drake. Now I know it's been a long time, a really long time, ever since I made this with a couple of months, so yeah. I'm really sorry for the way guys, I just been making new what ifs on my channel, so I completely forgot about my old ones and forgot to finish them, but I promise to you that I'm gonna finish them and I'm gonna do it. So this is the next part. Now, if you're wondering, Goku and Vegeta have been training intensely hard. If you're wondering, this with the Trunks will most likely be different. He will actually have his own secret gear because of Vegeta having the power of Albion. If you're wondering, in the original timeline of Trunks, Goku died by a heart virus, but the droid decided to transform himself to Gohan, and eventually Gohan got the boosted gear. While Vegeta, before dying, decided to transfer Albion to Trunks. But Albion actually changed the form for Trunks itself. Trunks' form became purple in color, while Gohan's Ddraig form became much more silver in color. Deciding to they should have their own. We go on deciding to call the Ddraig the Heavenly Dragon of Hope, or you could say Justice, while Trunks decided to call Albion the Heavenly Dragon of Strength, in which Albion and Drake decided to take those new titles, and eventually they became those new dragons in the future timeline. But eventually the Drake was killed by the androids. Because the androids were able to access a little bit of magic, they were able to figure out the secret gears and their origins, able to practically release the Drake and even suppress his power, able to be almost equal to Gohan in Super Saiyan form. With Drake being surprised, he tries to help out Gohan in the best of his abilities. But the androids have magic in their own versions of the secret gear. Unfortunately, they're kind of like the Ascalon weapons. They probably have their own version of an Ascalon, but just as a gauntlet version, which actually is able to practically damage the Drake and not even almost kill him in a blow. But Drake uses Final Explosion to get rid of one android, that being 18, while Trunks also uses the Final Explosion to try and take out 17, but he's killed instantly afterwards. Eventually, 17 is the only one android remaining, but his power is incredibly massive. If we're due to this Goku and Vegeta being miles away stronger than the original canon selves, these androids are way more powerful than the original timeline due to Zoro being more able to get even more data because their battles being much longer. Actually, after Vegeta and Goku actually got this information, Vegeta will think to himself that he's incredibly weak. But Goku tells him that he's not incredibly weak. He was just not fighting like a true fighter. He was just letting his emotion get to his head. Which actually realized that Goku's words are right. And even Albion agrees with Goku, saying that they're getting too reckless over the years, and it's time for it to fix it. Goku, the Drake, Albion, and Vegeta decide to train for the next 3 years. Goku and Vegeta trained even harder than they have been ever trained before, able to fully master Super Saiyan afterwards, and eventually Super Saiyan 2 and even 3 after using a time chamber for at least 1 year. Due to them able to be part of both the Drake and Albion, both Goku and Vegeta's potentials are miles away stronger than their previous ones. With this power, they're able to fully master these new transformations. If only they don't have their tails anymore, so they're only stuck at Super Saiyan 3. But Albion and the Drake were able to grant them portions of God Ki. And because of this, Goku and Vegeta were able to access their own Super Saiyan God forms, but he can only utilize it for 20 minutes. And eventually they'll run out of energy, or they cannot use the transformation at all. They can combine Super Saiyan 2 with their Balance Breakers, which is supposed to be an incredibly big booster of power, almost equivalent to their Super Saiyan God forms if they're at full power in their Balance Breakers Super Saiyan 2 forms, which is supposed to be incredibly proficient. But little did they know is that Joe is practically creating his own version of a secret gear. The combination between Goku's DNA and Vegeta, Joe is able to make Perfect Cell. This Perfect Cell, just like in one of Goku had Cell's potential, will most likely be much more enhanced because of Goku and Vegeta being much stronger in this timeline. Because of this, Joe will be much more prepared than the original. So this cell will still absorb 17, 18, and kill Jiro. And he will have his own version of a secret gear that is corrupted, known as the corrupted secret gear of darkness. This variation of a secret gear is so powerful they can compete with someone like the Drake. And if you the Drake is one of the most powerful dragons. He is known as the Heavenly Dragon of Domination, and I actually seen in the light novels that the Drake will stay to be even stronger than Great Red at his true form. And even Albion was stated to be as strong as the Drake, if not even they're even at power, which they're actually able to even almost match Great Red, who is the god of all dragons. But in Sama, he's their father, so yeah. Eventually, after a long while, Cell will challenge Goku and Vegeta, and eventually he'll face off against them. The battle would be tough, and Goku and Vegeta will try and prevail in the fight, but Cell's power would have been immense. Even with their combined might using their balance breakers, it's still not enough to even face Cell. Goku thinks that maybe using Kaioken, but he knows that it's risky. Vegeta tells them that they must use anything they had as Vegeta roars his powers up, as seemingly his hour skyrockets. With Vegeta combining Super Saiyan 3 with their balance breakers, Vegeta roars, it tells Cell that he's gonna pay for all the suffering he caused to his future son. As Vegeta rushes at Cell with immense speed and power, while Goku shouts, Kaioken times 100! And with this boost of power, Goku is able to rush against Cell with Vegeta following as well. As both then rush against Cell, they're able to easily overpower the android, but Cell uses Kaioken times 10 to try and keep up, but it's still to no issue is because Cell is not used to Kaioken as Goku is. And afterwards, both Goku and Vegeta are able to power their own blasts. Vegeta powering up a final flash using Albion's divine power so he can divide Cell's energy and add more to his blast. And while Goku uses his boost to increase the Kamehameha that he's creating, as it will create a times 20 Kamehameha, with boosting it at least to 100 times. And with the power of blast, both Saiyans will perform the final Kamehameha times 20. With this boost of power, Cell been eradicated from the face of the planet, but his power will actually able to awake the god of destruction, Beerus. Beerus was confused of which these powers are. He remembers them, they were kind of similar. Eventually, Whis will appear, and he tells Beerus that they are the powers of the two heavenly dragons, the sons of Great Red. Instantly, Beerus shudders at the thought of Great Red and his sons. If wondering how Beerus actually knows about them, both Ddraig and Albion were practically the dragon gods, which is the only two gods that were incredibly powerful. Ever since their father decided to seal them in their secret gears, there's not been a word. Unfortunately, both Albion and Ddraig were able to defeat all angels and even all destroyers throughout the entire multiverse. So yeah, even Beerus using his full power in his Ultra Instinct, he was no match for both of them. Unfortunately, both Ddraig and Albion can use Ultra Instinct at its full peak, which practically makes them even beyond the regular angels, and someone comparable to our Grand Priest himself. So yeah. Even Beerus knows to not challenge someone like them or even their hosts. And much after learning that their hosts are practically Saiyans, Beerus instantly passes out, knowing that he has no chance of defeating someone like them. And he hears from Whis that they have even acquired God Key. And Beerus instantly wants Whis to teach them or to be on their good side, because he doesn't not want to fight someone of the holder of the most powerful secret gears in the entire multiverse and not even timelines. Because he knows that if the Ddraig or Albion to be pissed at him, they will instantly use their power to try to take control over the host's body and beat up Beerus. They've done that once, and they're gonna do it again, so yeah. So that's why Beerus is incredibly terrified of even facing someone like them. So yeah. But guys, this is the end of the sport. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'm also going to be doing, maybe you could say, the Battle of Angel saga. But guys, this is the end of the sport. Make sure to subscribe, and never miss a new video on the channel. See you next time, my Z fans. Sayonara.